Hey guys, JH. Welcome to practice tee. And it's a different practice tee today, guys, to what it was yesterday. That was the toughest conditions I've ever hit balls under. The smoke in the air, my chest was so tight I couldn't breathe. It was 100 degrees. Right now it's probably 25 degrees cool. It's probably about 75 degrees. Beautiful. It looks like we might get some rain. So I hope the poor people out in the area where the fires are get the rain as well. Okay guys, what I want to talk about today is freeing up. We spoke in a couple of videos back where we wanted to keep the body quiet and just get separation and get an arm swing going here on the downswing. Now that's really vital for me in order to get some really good contact on the ball. Absolutely vital. And what can interrupt that really easily, guys, clearly, is any excessive movement or driving of the hips on the downswing. I know that there's a massive preponderance in all world golfers today with incredible hip speed, but there's also a massive preponderance of inaccuracy of golf shots, probably more so now than ever before in the history of golf. Today's top line golfers hit the ball, and the touring pros hit the ball offline more than they did significantly 40 years ago. Now people still had hip action in those days, but they didn't have the overdone accentuation of it that they have today. They really didn't. Guys, I'll just I might readjust that camera a bit. Okay. So what are you talking about, Joe? What I'm saying is if you could actually swing the golf club like that, that is the quickest you'll ever swing your arms. You'll never swing them quicker than that. And why? Because there's no impedance on the arms. The arms are just swinging as free agents off the shoulder sockets. And because the body's not playing a part in it. It's just here. So what I'm saying is have a practice session, guys, where you hit some shots, settle anything, and hit some where you feel like this is doing nothing. As a matter of fact, your hips are never ever going to move. Now people say, the hips and the lower part of the body start the downswing. Now there will be a shift. There will be a shift, which is a transference of weight, which should, activate the hands on the plane coming down. You don't want to be there and then just fire your arms out like that. We still want to have the shoulder. And the good thing about not needing your hips or the lower body to start the club and underplane it in the channel lock swing is because we are so closed with our shoulders, we can actually start the club with our hands from the top of the swing, and we won't be over the top. Now that can't be done in any other golf swing. No other golf swing gives that facility. We can actually be here like this and we can just do that. We don't have to do anything with the lower body, providing you keep the hips shut and immobile, and you keep the shoulders shut and stop them from spinning as well. So essentially, guys, we need to do basically just this here. The body's quiet. And we're just going to hit a shot like that. Very fast arms, quiet body. Now look at that, guys. Now, my hips are not spinning because my lead leg is bent. That was the secret of Mo Norman's swing. He kept that lead knee bent and it stopped his hips from spinning out. If you keep the lead knee bent on the downswing, you can't fire your hips. They won't run off by themselves. They just won't do it. So we set up like this. And we're going to keep really quiet hips and going to have quick arms. Look at that. Now the most I'll get is a little bit of what I call hip runoff, but there won't be much. And the more you can resist that, guys, the more you can actually resist that runoff, the quicker your arms will go. Okay, watch this. And I haven't hit any shots. I mean, they're the first. So I'll really keep the body quiet, keep the weight here, and I'll just fire those arms with no body activity. Look at that, guys. You've only got to hear that impact to know that that equates to speed and contact in the golf swing. Now in doing that, don't come down and do this. Don't do that. Remember, as the arms are coming down, you've got to rotate that lead hand and that lead arm. It's got to be there. You want to feel like it's like that at the end of the swing. It won't be, but that's the feeling you want. Otherwise you'll get that. That's what I call a stall up and fall back. You'll get that shove. You don't want to shove, you want a fire. You want to be able to fire that golf club. Guys, that's just firing the arms. That's not thinking about the body doing anything. My legs are only sitting on the ground. That's all. They're not playing a part in the golf swing. Deliberately. Trying to isolate. I told you guys that I think that is the ultimate channel lock mechanic. Right there. That golf swing there. You know why? Because that's a free arm swing. That is a totally unimpeded arm swing with no pull off the hips or the thighs and no drive off the legs to pull the midriff around to play havoc with the shoulder girdle. Anything here is going to have a knock-on effect and want to pull the shoulder girdle around. Now when the shoulder girdle gets pulled around, it compromises the ability of the arms to free swing. That's just the reality. Now I'm just standing still and firing my arms with closed shoulders as fast as I can fire. Now that looks very mechanical, and it certainly doesn't look like, you know, a cultured golf swing. But the result and effect of that is extraordinary. They are perfect golf shots, and I mean absolutely exquisitely struck. Now we just stay still, close shoulders, and the arms just fire down. Now sitting into that front leg or the soggy knees, guys, if you think about it, if I have my knees bent here, I can't fire that hip out of the way. And I really can't drive that trail hip or the trail buttock. Can't do that. So the only thing I can get the club to the ball with is my arms and my hands. And the arms and hands swing so quickly when they're not impeded. I mean, they're going unbelievably strongly. quiet body. With these microphones, you don't get any real impact sound. It sounds very doughy, but that's really cracky in terms of impact. All right, now I'll get the arm swinging and I'll really roll the forearms. So the speed of the swing is here, guys. It's this. That's what it is. The fastest I can do that. Just do that. Just stand there like that and go, and then just visualize having a golf club in your hand when you do it. You can't roll it too quick. You want to think you're going to roll it too quick. And if you do, and if the ball goes whoosh over here, got nothing to do with the rolling, because it's only that your shoulders have opened. If your shoulders are closed, and no matter how hard you roll it, it'll only be the severity of the draw ball flight that will come into play. Anything going left to left is open shoulders. So I'll really roll this club face, shut this club face down, like that. And look at this, guys. Look where it's finished. And that ball's just a big, high, 2-3 yard draw, but motoring, absolutely motoring, smoking. Simple stuff, isn't it, guys? Close shoulders, back ball position, into out, and kill the lower body. Just use it to support, stop you falling over. It's playing a supportive role. It's not an instigating role. It's just easier now. I felt my trail leg drive a little bit there. I got a little push. Just got to resist that. That's old cross programming coming in. Push 5 yards. Come on, see the ball hit, George. There it is. See how I'm choking off over here, guys? You know why? Because the hit is like that. I'm firing the club and it's firing it out here. I'm firing it up, but I'm firing it out and forward at the same time. That's just a beautiful shot. Come on. Okay, now really power this one up, Jase. Look at this, guys. Look at this. That's just, they are just blitzkrieg shots. And I feel I've still got 30% arm speed in there I'm not using, because I've actually got, you know, very quick arm speed. I've got it from my martial arts days. I mean, I can really move my arms fast. So all I need to do is do that. Okay, I won't move it that fast because I've got the weight of a golf club in here, but I can really move my arms fast, but I never do in a golf swing. But I'm going to. This is the ultimate, this is ultimate channel lock. I can only categorise it as being ultimate channel lock. So what are we doing? We're reducing the input of the body, and we're increasing and trying to maximise the true potential of the speed of the arms. That there, guys, is the fastest move we can make. The right wrist hinge down around and extending trail arm through that elbow hinge, that's the fastest way we can move our arm. We can't move it any faster like that. We can't move that fast. Do that really quick. That's ridiculous distance and accuracy. Quiet body. Okay. This swing is a swing of evolution. So every time I come out here and I practice, I try and get better. I try and improve the swing. And that is the best shot I've ever hit since I've been on channel lock. I've never had that ball flight, never had that distance, never had that power. So you've heard it a lot of times, that's the best shot since I've been on channel lock. But guys, I've got to say that because I'm improving all the time. That's just the most extraordinary golf shot. And does that look simple? Because I'll tell you guys, it feels simple, especially with the two-handed 8-finger grip. And look at this, look how my arms are going out there. A lot of Mo Norman effect in there. A lot of Mo Norman effect. Every one of these shots is just blueprinted, guys. Absolutely blueprinted. And what I'm getting is a good wind-up. I'm getting this here, and then I'm just here, and I'm just hitting it right at the bottom, which is where I need to hit it. Just look around a couple of times, guys, because a couple of guys hitting from over in the sheds there, and a couple of balls just landed over there. So I'm always, when I'm looking over here, guys, it's life protection scanning. Okay, watch this. What could be simpler than that? Stand and deliver. That's what we'll call it. Stand and deliver. What could be simpler than that? This may be a long video, guys. But this is a big, huge breakthrough. So, okay, go over it again, Josh. What are we trying to do? We're trying to maximise the speed of that. We're trying to minimise the turning of that. We're trying to isolate the imposing of that in the golf swing. Two things happen there. We can get in front of ourselves and we can change our radius height. As soon as that leg goes from flex there to straight, the radius has changed. So we have to do something to compensate for that. But if I keep my legs bent at the level or the extent that they are at address, my radius doesn't change. How can it? Now what do I feel like? You know when they say from the top of the swing, something down here starts it? I feel nothing down there starting it. There clearly is a little bit of a bump and maybe a transfer of energy there or a little mass activation, but there's none of that. And because, the good thing about this, guys, because my shoulders are closed, I can do that. And I can't get over the ball because my shoulders are closed and we're hitting into out. I can actually do that. I can apply that trail arm so hard. Whereas if you did that in a conventional swing, applied the trail arm, ball will go over there and kill those guys over there. We don't do that with this swing. And guys, I got full extension today just for fun. Guys, they're landing on top. There's no wind at all. It's like being in a vacuum here at the moment. And those balls are landing in a like 3-4 yard circle. They're just not moving. Everyone's exactly the same flight. I come hitting from the same place. I'm just hitting a little right at the target, a little left of the target. 2 yards, 2 yards. All right, now I'll see what the breakdown point is. I'll try and hit this as hard as I can or as fast as I can with my arms. Made the swing a little bit steeper, so I never get divots. That just made it a little bit steeper, but that's okay. My ball flight was great. But by trying to really go a bit harder, I just lost a little bit of radius. Come on, Jade. Yeah, guys, here's the measurement here. That's the best shot I've hit since I've been on channel lock. It looks ungainly. But how'd you like to go out and look that ungainly on the golf course and just shred your playing partners? Wouldn't that be fantastic? Say, what a strange swing he's got. He's just taken all the money. I've got to hitchhike home. How can he do that with that weird looking golf swing? Know how he does it? Because the swing is efficient. The swing is efficient. That's just... Now, I'm going to employ the 5 o'clock nose and we should have the ultimate channel lock. Here we go, guys. There's the ultimate channel lock. Couldn't go over there. Could never go over there. Well, the channel lock doesn't go over there anyway. We can't go over there. Okay, last shot. Come on, Jace. See if we can hit a driver like that. This will be good, guys. The animal, 4.5 degree, you know, 25-year-old biometric shaft, tip 2 inches, like a bit stiffer than a rebar. Watch this. This will be very interesting. I'm going to quiet body and fire these arms. I like this split grip with the driver, guys. I really do. Quiet body. Look at this, look at this. Okay, I've got the shoulders turned after I've made impact. But because that lead knee is still bent, it's pushing me this way. Pushing me into that trail foot. That's his ultimate channel lock with the driver. Wow, that's gone a long way for old JH. No wind today. That's way up past that. There's a 240 metre sign up there, 261 yards. It's just taking pictures of that. And the wind's come up really strong now, about 20k straight in instantaneously. Okay, watch this guy. Quiet body. Have more 5 o'clock nose. This will be the last shot because a bit of rain coming, I think. Just more 5 o'clock nose and we should really, and just turn that club over. They're just dead straight shots. No draw, nose draw, just dead straight. I'll just turn this over. Now guys, the measurement is here, look. There it is. It looks different when I get here, but it's not, nothing changes. That's the one I want. See how I whip that over? Okay guys, I think it's going to rain a little bit. But that's what we call the ultimate channel lock. Quiet body, bent knees, fire the club down there. Feel like this does nothing. Just encased in cement. That's the feeling. Ultimate channel lock.